right, guys, we're back, and want to talk about the boycott. So, February 28th, 2025, a few days ago, nationwide economic blackout took place, urging Americans to abstain from all non-essential purchases. I would also add urging African Americans, because that's what I seen. Uh, you haven't been on social media in a while.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. Good. And that's great. And so I have. I think you're doing a fast from social media,
Well, I
which is
just
awesome.
came back, this month. But yeah, the whole month of actually, I think it was the January and February, wasn't it? It's been
Yeah.
a while.
That's
It's
a
been a
pretty
while.
healthy thing to do. Um, so they asked African Americans to sustain from all non-essential purchases for 24 hours. This initiative was organized by the People's Union, led by John Schwartz, aiming to protest corporate practices perceived as detrimental to the working class and to challenge the influence of major corporations on everyday Americans. The boycott specifically targeted major retailers such as Amazon, Walmart, and Target, especially in response to their rollback of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives following policy changes under President Donald Trump's administration. Participants were encouraged to support local businesses or refrain from spending altogether during the blackout. Now, my thoughts on this was that was completely foolish. That's just my thought. My first thought. We're going to go into it a little bit. What was your thought? What do you think about that once you hear me tell you that, even though I know you didn't even know?
Yeah, I didn't even know about it. Okay, so they were just to kind of do a recap. They was boycotting Amazon and some other places because of what now?
Because of the rollback of the equity, diversity, and inclusion programs. Meaning, this black lady has some a black hair product in their store, and it's not the most popular product. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was the most popular product, they're not rolling it back. If it's selling, they're going to keep it there. But since it was only here for the equity, diversity, and inclusion a portion of our contract or our policies, and now that's over with, we don't
Mm-hmm.
even want that in the store anymore.
Mm.
And so some black businesses still have their product on shelves in some of these stores, which would be the only way us, the American citizens, still shopping at these stores would be the only way that they could sell their product. But we hurt ourselves if we don't shop there, and we, you know what I'm saying? I mean, either way you lose. It's a
Mm.
lose lose to me. And 24 hours. Okay,
So what was supposed to happen within 24 hours?
they thought that 24 hours would be enough time to feel a financial impact, which it would be completely false.
Okay, so if it's something that's going to be ongoing, that on these days, this day we're not going to show, and the stores can actually feel the financial loss, then it might be a good thing. But I'm trying. That's and see, I haven't even heard about it. I don't know about it, but I am kind of on the fence when you say, "Oh, their products may not," because I'm thinking about kinky little hair girls and boys, right, with the natural hair, and the products for natural hair may not sell or be as popular because there's not a lot of people
In those stores.
that well, not that it's not a people that goes around with I mean, natural is known, but it's when you look at the percentage, when women, we're still wearing hair weaves, we're still wearing this, and all this stuff. It's not a lot of us that's walking around natural. So I would assume that those products are not going to be as high of the sales of those people, like you said, the little percent of people that they might keep that might be black. Like, I'm kind of against that because it still need to be in the store. We still need to be able to have access to it.
Um, let me give you a better example. Let me give you a better example. Master P has rap snacks. The 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 determination of equity, diversity, and inclusion inside of these stores has no impact on rap snacks. Why? Because rap snacks are in demand. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, some other person or inventor or whatever creator has a product in a store. Let's say it's a chip. Also, we don't do. Do you know any other black-owned chips? Right, we don't know. And so let's just say that it was, and it wasn't selling like that. It wasn't on demand like that. Do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, a little bit. Like I get what you're saying. I'm still against it. I still think that they should still have. If you were selling it before, what you're saying the only reason you were selling it before is because you were told to because of this rule. But now that that's gone, I don't have to support. I'm against it because what about when you get and I mean, because racism's still real. Discrimination is still real. So, what about when you get the person that's in the head and say, okay, I don't want nobody black products in our store. I don't want the rap snaps. I don't want that. It's nothing that's going to be said or done. You see what I'm saying? If we allow this, if you allow them to get a lip room, somebody's going to come and eventually it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's going to probably become a problem. So, I definitely think it needs to be something that attacks now. I don't think it's cool that you have the option to not. I'm just against it. I get what you're saying. I'm not for it. I mean, I guess from a business perspective, yeah, you should have the right, and if it's not making sales, you should be able to remove it. But I'm looking at the bigger picture of, okay, y'all removed. Why did they remove this rule about the what is it called?
Equity, diversity, and inclusion.
Yeah, what was the real reason behind
Well,
it?
whatever the real reason was, and you talking about some information that me and you might not be privy to. But let's just keep it on the surface. Um, man, merit based. So if your product was good and merit based, meaning if the proof is in the pudding, hence rap snacks, hence ain't your mama. I know that's a white company. I'm just saying. It's not going anywhere. Now, if your product was not merit based, okay. Another example, equity, diversity, and inclusion being overturned. If I'm an employer, yeah, I was only interviewing 4 and 5 black women every time I interviewed 35 candidates. Yeah, I interviewed 5 black women as well. Not giving her the interview anymore. It's all on merit based. If they have the best application and she happened to be a black woman, great. Going to give her the interview. If she doesn't, she has little to no experience in this field, I'm not going to give her the interview. Do you feel me? I'm not mad at the rollback of equity, diversity, and inclusion simply because I'm not only black, I'm a black man, and it's never, ever, not for one day, benefited me at all in any way.
I mean, they used to have to hire a certain amount of colors or to have diversity. um I don't think that was a bad thing. I don't think it was a hindrance of to our people or our culture. So again, I would tell people to think about, like, what was the reason. It's a reason that they wanted to remove that, and what can it lead to in our future. That's why I'm against it. And on top of that, I just think I mean that what you call it, the boycott was cute. That's cute, but what do we really need to do to help change this? Because right now it's a ruling. It's already done, right?
It's already done.
So if it's already done, yeah, we want to
And there was
impact.
no financial impact for real.
Yeah, but we do want to have an impact financially on them. So what do we need to do? We need to be looking at ways to where we can have our more black owned businesses to go support more. We need grocery stores that's owned by black people. I mean, that's what we need to be looking at. That's how we really need to be doing an impact. So the boycott is cute.
That's what a real boycott is.
Yeah,
A real boycott is ownership.
We need to be looking at, okay, we're going to take that, we're going to stop, and what we would have paid for this house, we're going to do. What stores are we going to go to? What's the list? Is there a list? You see what I'm saying? Like, we need to, a real, because I mean, the fact that I wasn't on Facebook or not on social media should not been a reason that I didn't even hear about it. Because you got a lot of people who don't want to be on those type of platforms or social media, and I'm talking about the older people. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
on
yeah,
there
yeah.
like that, so it
Yeah.
should be,
They didn't even know,
we
and
should
or
be
they heard
able to
last
get
minute.
that information either way, whether I'm on social media or not. I need to be able to get this information that's going to help, you know what I'm saying, us, our people, our culture. So, I mean, it just sounds like somebody dropped the ball somewhere. It didn't sound like it, I don't know, but I do think something should be done.
I'll say this: the
I
last
do
time,
think we need to do better. Okay.
I definitely think we need to do better. And I think you made a wonderful point as far as we need our own grocery stores, we need our own hospitals, we need our own infrastructure, and you know what I'm saying. We need our own, which we don't have any of it. Okay, I don't know a black bank, a black hospital, or a black grocery store. Okay, so I can't do nothing but go. I appreciate Sam Walton and the Walton family. Okay, because I can go right up the street to Walmart and get everything I need for work next week. You see what I'm saying? I can go get everything I need to prep for our podcast and everything. I really appreciate the Walton family, and I'm not going to boycott the Walmart. Okay, I'm just not going to do it. Now, if we had a Jones's Family Market, I would just go to Jones's Family Market, even if it was an extra mile that I had to drive. I would go to Jones's, but is a Jones's available to us? Correct. So a boycott is that's with the old guard,
Who just said that?
and I don't like anything about the old guard, all the marching, all the boycott. Well, the only thing I will say is I want to say the boycott that we did in Montgomery, the bus boycott lasted 361 days, 363 days, and economic impact was felt in Alabama, right here where we live at. It was
Yeah,
felt.
I do think boycotting can help. It's just 24 hours, not getting the information out.
That's
It's just,
laughable.
yeah, like, is this something going to continue? Or on this day, every day, every week or something, we're not going to, like, what are we really doing? Because that didn't sound,
I think we're still shooting ourselves in the foot. I have I want to say that my nephew work at Target, so I need people to go to Target so he can get a job and keep his paycheck. You see what I'm saying? Some people, some merit-based black-owned companies still have their product in Target. Do you see what I'm saying? I said merit based, not equity, diversity, and inclusion. Just because we got to put you in here with this package that we in, you know what I'm saying? We under this situation, with the federal government, and we got to have X amount of EDI products on the shelf. That's not so anymore. It's still merit based products that are black owned in Walmart and Target. That's a fact.
all I'm saying, it's hard. I'm not going to just stop shopping at certain places and get on board with something that's not making sense.
It's not making any sense.
I mean, if we can have something and it's making sense, okay, we got the black doctors coming together. They finna try to you know what I'm saying, like you said, hospital, we're gonna try to get this and put the money over here and for this and get some stuff rolling, then that makes sense to me. But I just didn't hear where it was beneficial for me not to go to Walmart or Target if I need something. Because
Now,
we don't have enough people, enough black owned stuff to stop doing anything. Like what
we don't.
let's talk about that, and then if you really want to make an impact with the boycott, we need to do more than look 24 hours. I mean,
I agree. Now I did. Of course, my uncle is a black-owned business, and so I know in our little small city, did some blacks did do the boycott, and I noticed that my uncle's business had a nice boom, economic boom for 24 hours. The next day, I'm sure he flatlined again as far as the black community. Of course, my uncle, you know what I'm saying, take his food and he sell his food all at the plants and everywhere, so he's still popping. But as far as the black people, they call them mom and pops stores. That really isn't a thing anymore. When we was young, it was. Ain't no the mom and pop stores where you go to the corner store and get your tissue, your deodorant, and toothpaste, and something to eat and everything. That ain't really a big thing across the nation anymore. They kind of got phased out, and you know instead of mom and pop stores, Super Walmart made a marketplace Walmart now. You see what I'm saying? Like you kind of they've been phased out. So they said go shop at your mom and pop stores, and it wasn't no mom and pop stores.
We're not in places where we
Black
are. Yeah.
owned.
I don't. I just think we need to do more than 24 hours. The boycott could be a good thing if it's organized, get the information out, and we do it more than 24 hours. And also maybe provide a list for each state or cities to where we can know what's black owned or not. Because right now it doesn't look like there's a lot. We do want to support our people, but you know what? The problem is when it comes to supporting our people, the customer service be so terrible. The attitudes, they want to try to charge you an arm and a leg, go up than what and but that's a different
No,
topic.
no,
We'll
it's
talk
not. Let's
about.
go ahead and go into it. I was having a discussion earlier with my uncle, and he said this right here. He said, "The last people who support black business is black people." He said, "Black people think people owe them something, and they don't support black businesses." Okay, the reason you boycotted these big consumers is because you feel like they owe you something. Meaning, you don't want the product on the shelf sheerly off merit. You want the product on the shelf because you feel like it's your product and you're black and you should get a product on the shelf because you
I worked hard to get this product and to create this product in my business. So yes, I want it on your stores, whether it's merit or not. I'm not against that.
and that's cool. But what if there's a better product? Do you see?
We'll give them the option. They're about a better product. Give them the option.
Yeah, but we do shipping. We got people stocking and stuff. We don't want your product to sit on the shelf and just expire. We don't want to just send your product back after you hit 15% sales.
Again,
Yeah, I do agree with merit-based products on shelves. I agree with merit-based schooling. I agree with merit-based employment. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, because one day I'm going to hire people and I'm going to do it off merit.
I'm not. Yeah, I just think there's a reason behind everything, so I can't really get all the way bored with it. And to me, I think your uncle had a good point, but I also think when people shop, well, I'm the type of person that want to shop. I definitely want to support black people. I want to support the stores and stuff. My problem has come to when I go to try to support them. They don't update their website, so then you thinking they open, and you go and you waste your gas, and they not open, or you try to get in touch with them, they don't get back in touch with you. So then at some point it's like to me. I want the professional. I want the business mind. I want the professionalism. So, and that's what I'm paying for a certain quality. I don't feel good giving you my money if I have to deal with your attitude. If I have to deal with poor service, and you feel like I owe you. No, I don't have to come here and shop with you. I would go somewhere else. That's the issue I have when it comes to black business. I think we need to get better of being more professional
Now,
dealing with our people.
let me ask you this: Is everything that you just talked about is that also a part of the product?
Yeah, I definitely think it is. I think it's a full package.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that means it's a better product out there. It's a better website that's updated out there that's telling me that they really open today, and when I get there, they're open. If they happen to be white, if they happen to be Hispanic,
Yeah, because
what
we
what
don't.
what is that's my fault or something? Like, I'm from America. I ain't just what I'm saying trying to shop black on now. I did I did hear something say that if you market a product as black owned, you limit the product. And that was after I had created a black owned group and everything like that on social media website or whatever, and it made me think, wow, maybe I did
Mhm.
limit the product. I don't want anything that I'm ever going to sell to be titled or framed or put in the box of black owned.
Mhm.
Even though I'm black, you say I'm black,
Yeah, no, I'm not against that.
and you know
That
I
makes
own it.
sense.
But
Hmm.
like Michael Jordan said, Democrats and Republicans buy Air Jordans. Okay, and I want blacks, whites, greens, yellows, blues to buy whatever product I'm pushing.
Hmm.
And that makes sense to me. Now, if I bust it down and put it in a box and say it's black owned, then that might turn the white man off or the white lady off when she go to the page and say, "Oh man, he do good work, but he's saying he, you know what I'm saying, black owned," and that might make them feel like he only want to shop black, he only want to have black
That's true.
customers.
That's true.
That is very true. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't put my business in a black owned box like that. Business owners, people who have products across the nation. It's about to be merit based, man.
Because think about it. Um, when the whites had white owned, what did it mean? They only wanted whites to come in.
We don't want you to drink this from this
So
water fountain.
if I'm a white person and I come from this type of history of knowing, this is how our mind think. If I see black owned, that makes me feel like, oh, they don't want my money. They only want theirs.
Yes, I do. I do.
But
No,
I'm just
white people, I
saying.
want your
So
money.
no, I'm agreeing with you.
You
Not,
know,
I'm just, I'm just agreeing. So
yeah,
yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to put yourself in a box. Don't put yourself in a box as a business. But there's nothing wrong with supporting us. I'm all about business professionalism.
let me ask you, babe, before we go. Have you ever walked in Target or Walmart and seen a black product and knew this ain't it? I just want to know. Or maybe you didn't recognize that there was even a black owned product. Maybe you did. I don't know.
I'm trying to think like what products do I buy from Walmart and Target that I see I don't really go there for most of my
Yeah,
products.
yeah. You go
But,
online, something like that.
well, not online. I go to like hair stores and stuff for
Okay.
my, hair
Yeah.
store. I'm thinking about hair stores, my skincare. Most of the time, I'm not really going to them for that type of stuff. Unless there's a lotion or something that's black on that I didn't know that I need to buy. Like I don't know nothing about that. But yeah, I kind of at this age kind of got what I'm used to dealing with and what I like, and yeah, I don't really go there for a lot of my products that would be for just black people.
Yeah.
I do online. I do, certain stores, skincare,
Yeah.
Palmer's. I do buy Palmer's from there. I like my cocoa butters and my coconut oil and all of that type of stuff.
So, Art, do you still like shopping with Amazon, Walmart, and Target? It's a trick question, huh?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I ain't got no reason not to. I mean, they have the stuff that I want. I'm gonna go to Amazon. I get some of my books and stuff from there. That I have went to a bookstore here, and they either didn't have it or it costs more there than it did on Amazon. So I'm gonna go with Amazon, who's gonna be what I'm saying, the least expensive. I'm gonna go to again. We do uh, our home shopping, what I'm saying, stuff that we need for our home. I'll go to Walmart for those type of things. Um, and Target, and I like Target because their customer service is better than Walmart. You see what I'm saying? Like again, it's about the professionalism with me. But yeah, but I'm not for or against. I just gotta have a little bit more information when it comes to the merit thing.
All right. Before we go to the call to action, I just want to bring up the fact that black spending power is estimated at 1.8 trillion annually. Annually. So over 365 days, 1.8 trillion dollars, goes through the black hands. Um, but where does it go? Earlier you spoke about no hospitals, no
Business.
food chains, no gas stations. What else we need? We need everything. We don't got nothing.
We should have some like.
We should
There's
have
no
a school
reason why we
system.
don't have those type of things going on. We have